On August 18th, when out of nowhere, 2 gameplay clips of GTA 6 started spreading like wildfire on the internet. First Reddit, then Twitter, and before anybody could make heads or tails of what was going on here, a hacker group called CyberLeak announced that they were essentially blackmailing Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive by releasing these leaks in the interest of gamers
Ia să vedem ultimele noutăți.
around the world. Either
Multe scăpări, multe clipuri cu GTA.
Take-Two would apologize publicly and make a physical version of GTA 6, or
Cineva le-a pus gând rău.
they drop even more leaks. And guess what? 24 hours went by.
Am văzut chiar ultimul clip, chiar arată foarte interesant. O să-l pun la final.
We got complete silence from Take-Two, and now 2 new leaks have dropped. One of them even features a cutscene, and this new stuff looks pretty recent, like it's not just an alpha build anymore. So in today's video, I'm about to cover what's in these leaks, but more importantly,
A spus că e pentru binele comunității, adică tipul sau cine e cel care a pus clipurile, dar binele comunității, în același timp cumva își promovează și o criptomonedă, deci pentru binele comunității, dar în același timp investiți în criptomoneda lui, că mereu apare că își face reclamă la criptomoneda respectivă.
I'll also give you the context surrounding these leaks and the effect they're having on the GTA 6 fan community as well as Rockstar themselves, since we're less than a week away from the Netflix extended look.
Da, așteptăm și clipul pe Netflix. În 27 parcă o să apară.
So first, let's talk about those new leaked clips. I obviously can't show them here, but they're all over the internet, so you've probably seen them by now, and if you haven't, let me break it down real fast. In the first one, Jason invades an Allied crystal sugar refining facility in Ambrosia. It's nighttime, he's driving a muscle car, and after getting into a head-on collision with some traffic, he drives through the security outpost, beats up a bunch of the security guards, and here we get to see the taser. This clip also confirms that the honor system is only active with witnesses nearby, because even when Jason is
Da, au multe sisteme, mai ales cu poliția. Ești urmărit peste tot dacă faci ceva ce nu trebuie.
stomping the crap out of these guards, his honor isn't changing, and we don't see that familiar purple devil emoji. This clip also shows an interaction option with a pickup truck where Jason can either clone the key or smash the windows, and this tells us that there's new ways of breaking into vehicles.
Multe opțiuni cu multe interacțiuni, deci am văzut în clipuri. Și nouă armă, da, cu electroșocuri. Arată interesant.
While others are loud. In the second clip, Jason steals a police bike and beats up some hobos. Actually, he shanks them to death with his hunting knife, and we also get to see him pop some painkillers which are called zombics. And interestingly, the game mentions that the more drugs you take, the more tolerance you build up in the
Deci are și parte de medicină, se pare.
Here's that Jason doesn't get an instant wanted level when he beats up the cops and steals the police bike. Somebody needs to witness the crime for it to be registered, and once he's spotted, the cops have his full description, clothes, face, and vehicle. Just like in the second leak clip. At the end, while Jason's busy demolishing
Deci după haine, față și mașină te recunosc, cică.
reported it, and a few seconds later, you see a guy making a call on his smartphone, so that tells us the witness system is back. We also catch a glimpse of the weapon wheel earlier in the video as Jason beats up the cop, and it appears rather unfinished and kind of janky since this is an early build, but we have 8 total slots with 2 tabs, one for weapons and one for items. Then at the end, the hacker plays a short clip from a cutscene featuring Cal Hampton and Jason on a boat where Cal says the men in suits can't get to him.
Cică hackerul, da, ar avea cică acces la o variantă, o versiune a GTA-ului. Așa am citit, dacă e adevărat.
Take-Two, and it also reassures fans that he is indeed safe and will be posting more clips in the future.
Deja e la al 7-lea clip, azi am văzut al 7-lea clip.
Let's discuss who this hacker might be and where they got the clips from, because I saw a few posts on social media mentioning how the basketball clip actually showed up on the dark web several hours before making its way into Reddit and Twitter. This was before the clip showed up on their official website, and I also saw a few other screenshots
Și că pe dark web ar fi apărut.
on the forum
Primul clip.
about himself, his age, and his job. Apparently, he's between 25 and 30 years old, and he's interested in web security and penetration testing, and the translation shows that he could be either German or Swiss, but these screenshots don't really prove anything because it could be some random guy using the same online pseudonym, and we haven't really got a clue if it's that same CyberLeak guy. In fact, we don't even know if he's operating solo or has a whole team of insiders planted within different companies.
Posibil să fi fost vreun fost angajat la Rockstar.
Whoever they are is using the veneer of customer protection to advance their agenda. They say that they
Nu și-a primit omul salarul și ce a zis? Stai că le fac eu felul.
of their hacks and that they could strike anyone. If Rockstar isn't safe, nobody is, and until companies abandon the all-digital distribution system, they will keep hacking and leaking things. At this point, you might be asking, what else do these hackers have? Do they have a full build of the game running on a dev kit in a basement
Eu așa am înțeles că are tot jocul, cică.
somewhere in a random Eastern European
Doar că e o versiune mai veche.
country, or is it just a few clips recorded by some playtester who's trying to pump up his crypto shitcoin before Rockstar's
Și își face reclamă la criptomonede, exact.
security team zeroes in on him and sends him to jail for the rest of his life? I honestly don't know, but the leaker definitely has a few more minutes
Iar băieții de la Rockstar îl caută.
of footage
You didn't think
Da, rămâne de văzut ce se întâmplă. O să punem și noi clipul, al 7-lea clip, ce l-am văzut azi. Chiar pare interesant față de celelalte.
minimum. Could be 40 minutes, could be an hour, but he does have access to cutscenes and story details as well. We know this because on his Telegram, he's constantly teasing more gameplay, and I saw some posts claiming that he's threatening to leak the ending of the game if Rockstar and Take-Two don't capitulate
Să pună sfârșitul.
to his demands. There's no such statement on the official CyberLeak website,
Telegram, trebuie să intrăm și noi pe Telegram.
though, so I doubt he's leaked clips going that far into the story. However, he definitely has more gameplay clips planned for the next few days, at a bare minimum. This also presents an interesting situation regarding the supposed security of an all-digital release.
Cam la bani se rezumă totul, deci omul asta își face și reclamă pe partea asta.
On Twitter, we're at one point posting about how Rockstar is going all digital solely to avoid leaks. We have seen RDR2 get leaked a week before launch, and other games have also been leaked prior to release. For example, Resident Evil Requiem, which had physical copies in the hands of players before the official release. So you'd think that going all digital would prevent this, but the CyberLeak scandal shows that leakers always find a way to get in there and steal your info. It could be during the development phase, it could be during a playtesting session, or someone might even hack into your company's internal servers.
Cu hackerul nu te pui, clar.
Rockstar's security is pretty rock solid, so I don't think we have to worry about stolen source code anytime soon, although that was supposedly a thing back with the Teapot Tuber hacker leaks. But there are a bunch of folks mocking them right now, on social media particularly, and these guys are all pointing out how it wasn't worth it to go all digital in the interest of security, even though we know for dang sure that it's GTA 6, and the game would definitely have
Digital, nedigital. Îi ajută oarecum, da, dar totuși mereu este o cale să încurce.
leaked if it were printed to discs. Like, people would legit break into warehouses to steal day one copies, and you'd have retailers smuggling copies on the black market for clout and money. So Rockstar did take all the precautions they could. It just simply isn't enough for a game of this magnitude. Another thing that's getting really annoying is this flood of AI slot bait on Twitter, where engagement farmers are posting AI generated clips of leaks, even though we have the actual thing right there for everyone to see, and somehow tens of thousands of people fall for these AI fakes every single time. It's confusing enough to wade through the informational black hole surrounding this whole hacker thing, but the AI slop and false claims made by randoms on Twitter sure isn't helping the situation here. And the hacker group itself, CyberLeak, also doesn't seem like that pro-gamer party it presents itself publicly as either, because the very same guys critiquing Rockstar for running a Netflix exclusive gameplay reveal are in fact running a paid poll right now where you have to buy their crypto shitcoin to then vote on which clip you want to see next. On their website, they have 4 options: a daytime car clip, a nighttime car clip, a nighttime motorcycle clip.
Cu avionul, da, interesant și cu avionul. Arată tot orașul și harta. Am văzut că s-a pus și harta. Am pus-o și noi pe Instagram.
Guy who dumped $80 worth of cash into the CyberLeak shitcoin, so good for him, I guess.
So,
Cineva a pus $80. A crescut criptomoneda. Da, o să intru pe contul celălalt, că aici tot îmi apar reclame.
But this tells you that the hacker group isn't doing this just to stick it to Rockstar. They are trying to profit off of these leaks. I personally don't think a
Profit, bineînțeles.
for spending a long time in jail, but that is their choice to make, of course. Do these leaks hurt Rockstar? Kinda. I mean, they do take away some of the edge and anticipation from that Netflix extended look everyone was looking
Sigur că i-au lovit pe cei de la Rockstar.
a full build of the game, and it's mostly just some clips they recorded during a playtesting session, for example. I don't think the game was leaked by a Rockstar insider, and the leakers probably have a cache of footage sitting somewhere, mostly from the early section of the game. Lucas7 Yoshi, a data miner online, also thinks the same thing here, and his article also mentions how all the clips are recorded in HDR, so that's why they look washed out on most websites like Twitter, where HDR playback isn't supported. And really, there isn't anything super revolutionary in these clips. We already kind of knew there would be an inventory system, a witness system, and that the game was going to improve its melee combat. Rockstar take
În teorie, da, nu știam ce ne așteaptă, dar totuși sunt interesante.
lessons learned from Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5 and implementing those into one mega project. The only things that
RDR-uri, da, a fost foarte bun.
genuinely took me by surprise here are the honor system and the fuel mechanic for vehicles. But right now, if you go online,
Da, trebuie să alimentăm.
there's a bunch of Doomer
Sistemul nou de motorină, benzină.
talk about how GTA 6 won't be revolutionary, and folks are actually complaining here with complete sincerity that you just drive cars and beat people up in the game. First off, this is
Pe asta facem de un secol imediat. Și tot spectaculos e.
a GTA game. It's always been about driving cars and beating people
Exact.
up and shooting people. That's just what you do in these games. The washed out colors certainly aren't helping either, because once again, these clips were recorded in HDR and you needed a website that supports HDR playback to see them the way they're supposed to look. But yes, it is just folks complaining about the lack of supposed revolutionary mechanics and how the game doesn't look as good as they expected graphically, even though it's an old build from 2024 and they're still using placeholder icons and a placeholder UI, and it's clear that several things like
Am văzut că e foarte rapid, așa, răspunde rapid la comenzi. I-a dat anumite chestii să facă.
physics and combat systems are still in development here. I think that these
La 5, GTA 5 părea cu încetinitorul totul, parcă.
are directly, but they are sure poisoning the discourse
Adică trebuia să aștepți după animație, cumva. Îi dădeai să facă ceva, trebuia să aștepți până se mișcă el.
A6, and it's also a shame to see all these developers who have been working hard for so many years on this game only for people
Păcat de oameni care au lucrat la el, sigur. Și acum totul e pe net, așa, liber.
shots at them on social media because of some pre-alpha gameplay footage that was never supposed to look good in the first place.
Da, să vedem cine mai arată hackerul. Să punem și noi clipul.
And also, as many folks have pointed out, this negativity could have been avoided if Rockstar were a little bit more forthcoming with their marketing campaign thus far. If we'd received consistent trailer
No, toți era vreunul care punea clipuri.
releases every few months leading up to 2026, it would have taken a lot of that edge out of these leaks, and folks wouldn't really care about them as much because they could just go onto Rockstar's official YouTube or their GTA 6 website and see the real thing in all of its glory.
No, omul vrea să facă
Players are
bani.
so starved for content that the
Uite-l pe
leaks hit
Speed.
so much harder than they should. Or even anybody who's saying that maybe these hackers aren't really the good guys, well, they're facing a ton of backlash and everybody automatically assumes they're paid shills for Rockstar just because they don't buy into Gamer League's whole pro-gamer agenda. Rockstar's marketing could have absolutely been better, and if they'd just given us something, and if they decided to go with a physical copy post-release, for example, much of this embarrassment could have been avoided. I mean, truthfully there, all they have to do was say, okay, we hear you. That, give us an actual gameplay trailer, even a short one alongside the pre-order announcement, just those two things, and all of a sudden, the leaks probably would have lost most of their bite because we've already would have seen gameplay, officially. For what it's worth though, I don't think Rockstar or Take-Two will bend the knee anytime soon. That's just not gonna happen. That means we're probably going to keep getting more of these.
Nu are legătură,
So
și
far,
dacă
we
spunea
haven't
gameplay, tot era vreunul care punea mai mult.
from Rockstar, and I don't think they're going to change the dates for the Netflix reveal either because these deals are often made months in advance, and the funny thing is, Rockstar's now
Da, m-am gândit că poate să-l pună mai repede pe Netflix, dar nu au cum, că deja au avut meeting-uri și s-au stabilit datele și plățile și alte lucruri.
into that Netflix deal, so they can't even put
Dar era o idee să-l pună mai rapid.
response to these leaks like they did with Trailer 1, for example, because that would breach their exclusivity contract that they have with Netflix.
La fel și cu trailerul 1, da, a fost pus de altcineva și s-au grăbit parcă sau așa ceva.
It's going to play out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like on this video if you found it informative. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you are new and you want to stay up to date with more
Like,
GTA
subscribe
6
și toate cele. Da, hai să vedem clipul. Ia să vedem aici.